Jake, a determined young mechanic, stood in the empty bays of his family's auto repair shop, the weight of keeping the business afloat pressing down on him. The garage, a cornerstone of Junction Point, had seen better days. Business was slow, bills were piling up, and Jake was feeling the strain. His late father had built this garage with his own hands, and Jake wasn't about to let it go under. Lena, his younger sister, walked in, her usual optimism shining through. "Good morning," she greeted, her bright blue eyes full of encouragement. She had been helping at the garage for years, always the spark that kept Jake going. Today, she could sense the heaviness in her brother.
"We'll get through this, Jake. We've faced tough times before, and we always come out stronger."
Jake nodded, his intense brown eyes meeting hers.
This garage has been in our family for decades. No matter how tough things get, we can't give up now.
The day moved slowly, with only a few regular customers trickling in. By mid-morning, the familiar rumble of an old engine announced the arrival of Mr. Harris, a loyal customer. His wiry frame and weathered face were signs of a life full of hard work, but his eyes held a wisdom that Jake deeply respected. "Morning, Mr. Harris," Lena called out as he stepped out of his truck. "Morning, kids," Mr. Harris replied, his voice warm. "How's business?" Jake hesitated before responding. "Could be better, Mr. Harris." Mr. Harris nodded knowingly.
"I've seen tough times before. The key is to keep moving forward, even when it seems like the world's against you."
Jake appreciated the older man's words, feeling a spark of determination reignite. "Thanks, Mr. Harris. We won't give up." As the day wore on, another car pulled into the garage, this time a newer model Jake didn't recognize. The driver, a middle-aged man, stepped out and looked around. "Hello," the man said. "I've heard good things about this place. Can you take a look at my car? The engine's been acting up." Jake and Lena exchanged a hopeful glance. They hadn't seen many new customers lately, and this could be the break they needed. "Of course," Jake replied, his tone professional. He quickly diagnosed the issue, explaining it to the man, who was clearly impressed. "You've got the know-how," the man said, "I'll leave it with you." With that, Jake and Lena got to work, their spirits lifting with each turn of the wrench. They knew that one job wouldn't solve all their problems, but it was a start. As they worked, Mrs. Thompson, the local grocer, stopped by with sandwiches. "Thought you two could use a bite," she said, her warm smile reflecting her care for them. "Thanks, Mrs. Thompson," Lena said, her gratitude evident.
"You're doing important work. The community needs this garage, and you two are the heart of it. Don't forget that."
Jake felt a renewed sense of purpose. With people like Mr. Harris and Mrs. Thompson in their corner, giving up wasn't an option. By the end of the day, Jake was exhausted but satisfied. The garage had seen more business than it had in weeks, and with each customer, his resolve to keep fighting grew stronger. As they closed up, Lena turned to Jake, her eyes full of determination. "We made it through today, and we'll make it through tomorrow too." Jake nodded, a smile tugging at his lips. "We'll keep going, no matter how tough it gets." With their community behind them and each other to lean on, Jake and Lena knew they could weather any storm. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they were ready to face it together. As spring arrived, bringing with it a renewed sense of possibility, the garage began to show signs of recovery. Thanks to Jake's unwavering dedication and Lena's resourcefulness, they had managed to navigate through the rough patch. The community's support had been a vital part of their success, with customers like Mr. Harris and Mrs. Thompson standing by their side.
If you want to see and watch tales like this, please like and subscribe to this channel and let us explore all the learnings that entail in each story. Till next time, my friend, don't forget, always choose to be kind.